Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. Today I start in a different way. I really want to take my time to dedicate that video to Bruno Pizzul. This morning, reading the news, I heard that Bruno passed away, unfortunately, and I really want to dedicate that video to him. I'm aware that we are an English-speaking channel, that a lot of younger generations are watching the channel, that will probably ask themselves while watching the video, Beppe, who was Bruno Pizzul? Italian journalist, Italian football, Italian sport commentator, the one that actually brought me to football, the one that made me fall in love with football, the one that was explaining me, telling me football when I was a kid, watching Italia 90, World Cup Italy 90, telling me the goals of Toto Schillaci, Italy 94 in the World Cup, bring us to the final with the voice of Bruno Pizzul, probably also the voice that made me fall in love even more with the Italian language. When I was a kid, I was raised with mixed French, mixed Sicilian, so that beautiful, warm, passionate voice in Italian really made me fall in love, probably even before falling in love with the players. Bruno Pizzul that told me not only the Italian national team but also football. It was a total different time. At the time, and probably people, they will not even believe me, but you couldn't watch Serie A on demand like today, or watching on YouTube whenever you wanted all the highlights and skills, or watching the entirety of the games. You had to wait 6 p.m. on Sunday, Italian time, to watch the highlights of the games, and a lot of these games were commentated by Bruno Pizzul. So it's a voice that I'm absolutely, totally linked with. I never met Bruno Pizzul personally, but it's really someone that when I hear his voice is bringing back to a football that when I was a kid that probably no longer exists, a total different football with a lot more patience. I just told you one of the example of patience, waiting until 6 p.m. Italian time to finally watch highlights of your teams. It no longer exists, like there is also no longer patience. Yesterday I uploaded a video, the post game of PSV Arsenal, where I didn't expect that many views because it was uploaded quite late, later than midnight. I was thinking a lot of people would probably sleep. Well, I had a lot of views and also a lot of comments. Look, a lot of comments that were saying, Beppe, we don't agree with you. I told you it's an unpopular opinion, so I was totally ready for people to disagree with me, and you know that I totally accept people disagreeing with me. I have no problem with that. Now, what I don't accept, or what actually hurt me yesterday, was reading some comments that were extremely fast in telling me, Beppe, this is a childish video. Or people that were telling me, Beppe, this seems the usual video to pump shit on Thiago Motta. Two comments that are going towards the direction, Beppe, what you're saying is actually to speak bad about Juve, to speak bad about Thiago Motta, which actually was totally the reverse. Yesterday I told clearly in that video, guys, I don't care about the result of PSV Arsenal. I don't care at all. What I'm caring about, the embarrassment, is probably about the game PSV Juve, not PSV Arsenal. That doesn't change anything to me. But what I saw here, and also continuing to comment and asking also these people, but guys, what are you speaking about? Because I don't understand what that comment means. Childish video because you're attacking Juve, because you compare them with the top 5 clubs. I said, did you watch the video or did you just react? And I had the answer of, Beppe, I'm sorry, I was extremely angry, and I commented it immediately when I was watching in the video, in the first few minutes without watching the rest. This is really strange. Guys, I know I cannot oblige you to watch my videos. I cannot oblige you to put a maximum of like. I cannot oblige you to subscribe to the channel. I cannot oblige you to watch the entirety of the videos, especially because they are really long. I'm aware about that. It's a choice that I made. But what I'm asking you is, if you didn't watch the video, please pay attention with this bold statement in accusing people to be childish or to attack a team or to go actually in the total contrary, the reverse of what I'm saying, because that's really strange. Anyway, that was the intro, dedicating that video to an old football with patience and with beautiful passion and that voice of Bruno Pizzul. If you didn't say yes, I'm asking you, if you want, of course, to put a maximum of like, to continue to subscribe, because now we speak about football with Tutto Sport. Hansko, prove di Juve contro Lautaro. Today we continue with Champions League. Inter will play against Feyenoord, and of course all the eyes will be on the defender. Hansko, a lot of people are watching or will watch that performance because we know it. Hansko has always been the first defender on the list of Cristiano Giuntoli to reinforce Juventus. We tried this winter, it didn't work out. We will try again in the summer where the probabilities are way much higher. He did fantastically well against Milan. Let's see what he will do today against Lautaro, against Thuram, Marcus, and not Kefren, because Kefren unfortunately is out of the competition, to reinforce even more a defense that is already working. Because if we are looking at the records, Juventus has 14 clean sheets. This is the record in Europe. A super defense, even if, honestly, it's a defense that we had a lot of problems. Bremer out, Cabal out, Kalulu out, Cambiaso out. We had all Renato Vega out, and more you want, more you go. The only player that was there, and that probably is the symbol of this Juventus defense for this season 24-25, is Federico Gatti. Is it a bunker? Yes, even if we need to pay attention that in the beginning of the season it was even more a bunker. I believe 8 games without conceding any goal was totally crazy, at least in Serie A. Then after Bremer, things slightly changed, but that defense that is a bunker, that is the first step towards stability, towards balance in Juventus' way of playing. Well, we want to reinforce it even more, and Hansko will be one of the guys that is there on the list. The only one, let's see, Kalulu, the good news. It's not written today in the papers, but that's something that I heard like that. There is absolutely no doubt Juventus will go for him. And then there is another guy that offered himself, at least through the media. It is Paz. No, attention, I'm not speaking about Nico Paz. I'm speaking about Jefferson Paz, Colombian player. So maybe another one after Cabal that is already in our team. Jefferson Paz, that is a right back that is playing with Sassuolo. He's 22 years old, so it's already a player that is starting to go towards the maturity. It's not the 18 years old player. He comes from Sassuolo, Serie B, but I can tell you that at the moment, well, 11 apps, it's not a starter. He started only 18% of the games. So I don't know where it's coming from. He has a value from 500k. It can be, that beautiful opportunity that nobody is expecting. But at the moment, guys, except of the fact that he said, I would love to play with the national team and to play at Juve, I have absolutely not something else to tell you about Jefferson Paz. Will he be a crack in the future? Is he a fantastic defender? No. The only information that I received about Jefferson Paz is that he's quite an aggressive player. 11 apps, not even entirety of games, already 4 yellow cards this season. Let's see what will happen. Then if they want to bring me Nico Paz, you never know. If there is a misunderstanding, Nico Paz, I would not say no, even if there are no chances to come to Juve. We go toward the second topic of that video, or maybe the third topic of that video. Gazzetta dello Sport is doing like this. Guys, these guys are making me laugh. It's like a bit what I'm wearing today. You go from here to there, from yellow to pink, from pink to yellow. Guys, these guys are totally crazy. On the 26th of February, we were speaking about 10 days ago, they were telling us, flop Juve. After being now out totally certainty about the title, about the Scudetto race, well, now they are thinking about the Coppa Italia because Thiago wants to win a cup. You remember that I told you even yesterday, I repeated to that. Today they totally changed. Pazza idea Scudetto, crazy idea Scudetto for Juve, with the Juve logo, with the Scudetto logo, with Kefren Thuram, with Pierre Kalulu. Juventus is now, or is trying to compact themselves. They are targeting the Champions League, but they want to dream big. That's the title of Gazzetta dello Sport, that is even telling us later in a double page. It's a Serie A that nobody ever saw. It's a crazy Serie A with Juventus that can believe in it. They have to believe in it, especially if they beat Atalanta. Guys, I don't know. I really don't know. I think that they are doing the jinx, that special jinx, that magia, the black magic. They are going towards, let's put some pressure on Juve. I know, because you cannot tell us 10 days ago it's already over for the Scudetto, and now today, Juve, you believe in it. They are putting pressure. I don't play the game of Gazzetta dello Sport. I don't want to be fooled by the pink #1 page in Italy and probably internationally as well, because I don't remember, or I don't know another pink paper that is speaking about football. Anyway, one thing that is sure is that Juventus is doing a crazy remontada at the moment. If you're looking at the end of match day 23, we were there at -14 from the first one, that was Napoli. We were at -2 from Lazio. We were sixth. Even Fiorentina was there up on us. While today, after match day 27, Juventus is at the fourth spot, -6 from Inter, -5 from Napoli. We took so many points in the last day. Then you will tell me, Beppe, but it's because the other ones are not doing well. You're right. You're absolutely right. On the other side, Juventus won 5 out of the last 5 games, which is not bad. Now, the narrative of we never saw a Serie A like that, and we are speaking about 4 teams that are fighting for the Scudetto at -6, even if a lot of Juventini, they don't believe in it. We can even push Lazio there at 50 points a bit further, because 50 -8 from Inter is a bit too much, but you never know with 11 games to play. And it's true, probably it's true that it's an entertaining Serie A for a lot of fans that are probably neutral, that are watching from a distance. Even for Juventini start to be interesting, because you can speak about the possibility to enter a Scudetto run, not winning the Scudetto, the possibility to enter a Scudetto run. That would be a really beautiful, nice thing, because we could speak about it match day 28, match day 29, match day 30, 31, 32. If we are out officially of the Scudetto race already at match day 27, it would be a total disaster. Telling the narrative, the story of a non-existing Juve would be a total disaster. So it's much more fun like that. Does that mean, because I already start Calcio is back slogans, I already start, it's the most beautiful Serie A all time. It's a huge big difference. There is a difference between quantity and quality, because what people will not tell you is that we have the average points from the top until the people that are running for that Scudetto, the lowest average points since the season 2011-2012. Never the top teams had so low, so few points, which means it's true, the quantity of teams increased and it will probably be entertaining. Well, it depends on Juve, what they are doing. But on the other side, the quality went way less. Because if I'm looking at the other teams, on the other leagues, Liverpool, Arsenal, there is a huge big gap. Liverpool already won the Premier League. But on the other side, guys, they are there. In Champions League, yesterday Arsenal won 7-1. Liverpool, they will play today. Bundesliga, Bayern Leverkusen, there is also a big gap between the teams. But both of the teams, they will play against each other today in Champions League. We look at La Liga, there is a big run there. 57 Barcelona, 56 Atletico Madrid, 54 Real Madrid. The 3 of the team, they are still in Champions League. I would prefer La Liga. I think that La Liga is much more entertaining at the moment and qualitative than the one of Serie A, where you see not 5, not 4, but 3 teams that are competing for the title, but also they are there in Champions League, which means title, entertainment, but also qualitative teams that are strong. In Italy, there is only one team that is still there in the Champions League, and I don't want to mention their name. I will probably post the calendar for the 11 games for the 4 teams that are there in the run of the Scudetto. I will probably post it in the Telegram group, so if you didn't yet, please go and subscribe to the Telegram group. It's totally free, and you have a lot of information about football. Last news that I wanted to finish with is domanda e risposta. What happens if at the end, you never know in life, 2 teams are equal points on the first spot of Serie A? Who's winning the Scudetto? Well, equal points of Serie A with 2 teams, let's say Juve and Inter. That means that Juve will play an extra game against Inter. And it depends about the face-to-face. Now, Juventus did a 4-4 against Inter and they won 1-0. So we have the advantage, one single game that will be played in the Allianz Stadium. If, in example, you are finishing equal points with Napoli, that means that you are playing in the Maradona Stadium, because we drew 0-0 against them and then we lost 2-1. So they have the advantage of the 2 games, but 1 game in the Maradona Stadium or in the Allianz Stadium, depending what happened. That means, of course, that 2 teams are equal points. What if there are 3 teams? Then it starts to be a bit more complicated, because they are looking at the difference of goals between the 3 teams. The 2 with the best difference of goals, they go into that chapter, and that 3rd one with the less good difference goal is already eliminated from the competition. So pay attention, guys. I'm already explaining you, I'm telling you. Anyway, that was it for the video of today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a fast video with a tribute, a dedication to Bruno Pizzul, rest in peace. And then explaining you and answering also, because I love to read your comments. So continue to comment, whatever your opinion is, as long as you at least watched a bit of the video. Grazie, forza, Juve.